Hi there, gorgeous soul. So today I'm going to let you in to what I call the alignment vortex. And this is a process that I start taking my clients through. And it's all about starting to help you to identify what it is that you want and starting to align your energy, your mind, your body towards that specific goal. And believe it or not, even though you may think that this is something that you want, there can be a lot of things hidden that block you from being able to achieve it. And so today what I'm going to do is take you through a process that I usually do with clients, but I'm going to open this up to making it a group session. And because of that, I've already decided a theme and a topic because that's what came in strongly for me this morning and felt like actually this is in highest alignment for whoever's going to be watching this video and going to be joining with you and I at this time or at a later time, and so that everyone can benefit from this alignment. So today, what I want to be sharing with you is all around aligning your energy with you having strength and you now ready to really embrace that statement of I am now strong. I'm now fully ready to embrace my strength. And I often have women come to me, maybe this is something that's going on for you right now, who, because of what they're experiencing in their life with their fertility, with their partner, with their friends and family, with their business, where actually they can be feeling the very opposite of strong and can be feeling very weak. And that can be physical, as in like their energy is just very heavy, very tired. Or actually it can be perceiving this thing, this event that they've got to go through and really feeling that they're just not strong enough, that they just don't have the energy or the fight in them anymore, the mental capacity or the clarity to help them get to what it is that they want to achieve. And this really felt very true for me this morning. And this was on a small level. You know, sometimes it's not about having strength for the big things. Sometimes it's about in that moment. So this morning I was on my yoga mat and I was being taken through a process where it required me to be very much connected with my core strength, and I'm in plank and I'm having to move one foot out and then the other and tap my toes. And I remember feeling, my body feels really tired today. I feel really tired. And with that, my body's feeling heavy. And that started my mind beginning to spiral down of going, oh, I don't think I can do this. I don't feel strong enough. I feel really like I just need to stop. I don't feel strong enough in this. And in that moment, I realized the conversations I was having with myself. Now, I know I'm strong enough to do this. I also know that this particular form of yoga isn't a very long video, so I'm not going to be doing whatever she's asking me to do for hours and hours and hours. So actually, when I start stepping back into more of a sense of power and shifting my energy into one that I wanted, which was actually where I reminded myself, I am strong. Like, I keep telling myself where I'm not, but actually I am strong and I'm strong enough to do this. That created in that moment, a whole different shift, which meant that I wanted to stay and keep doing what I was doing because my conversation and thought process with myself shifted and changed from one where I can't do something to one where I can. And that changed my energy. It changed the energy that I had available to me. And that's why it's so important or why I'm sharing this alignment process with you, Because when we align with the things that we want, it's amazing how much more energy becomes available to us, to our minds, to our bodies, to our energy. And so it really does become powerful. And that's what's led me to today stepping forward to share this with you, to help align you with that energy of strength. In case you are having a day like I did in that moment where I was questioning my strength to continue. I was questioning my strength to, in that moment, complete what had been asked of me. But actually, ultimately, what I was asking of myself was nobody else's choice for me to go to the yoga mat this morning. It was mine. So let's begin with this alignment process. So I want you to just take a moment, come down into your body and just begin to tune in. When I start to say about strength, how strong are you feeling right now? And I don't just mean physical strength like I had this morning, although actually it was also a lot to do with my mind strength. It might be that you've got something coming up that as soon as you think about it, just takes your energy. Perhaps a meeting, a clinic appointment, that conversation with a certain family member or friend. And when you start to feel into it, then suddenly, you just, that strength, that resilience perhaps just goes. What does strength mean to you right now? To be connected with that energy of I am strong. Do you believe it? Do you feel it? Can you access it? Or actually, have you got something else coming up for you? Just taking a little bit of time to just connect in. What does strength mean to you? Where can you acknowledge that this is available to you? And perhaps where is it not right now? And then these areas where perhaps you're not feeling so strong, you're feeling weaker, you're feeling depleted, maybe even overwhelmed by what's coming up for you and coming into a space of doubt about whether or not you are strong enough to get through this. I just invite you to go into the next level of awareness and start to connect in with where can you feel that? So if you start to tune into your body, is there an area where you can feel a sensation? Now, for some of you who are maybe more familiar with this process, you might be able to instinctively go straight there and be able to name exactly what it is. I'm feeling anxious in my solar plexus. For others of you, you might not instantly become aware. So I want you to have some time where you're going into your body from your head down to your toes and almost creating like a scan, an internal mind scan through your body. Is there areas where you can start to feel more of this energy where, you're not feeling so strong about something? So for me, as I'm tuning into this, it's like I can feel a heavy heart. It's like my whole energy just is kind of sinking. As I tune in, my whole energy is kind of sinking. I feel very heavy. For me, I would say that I can feel kind of a darkness coming over. And it's quite an engulfing energy, actually. Doesn't feel like it's got just one particular place. But it's quite consuming. But you might have yours in one particular place, and that's okay. So then as you begin to tune into this sensation, I want you to take a moment and not even think I don't want you to start thinking about what it might be, but just to tune in terms of how does it feel? You know, is this something that perhaps you've got like a knot in your stomach and that's very churning? Or you're beginning to find that your mind's beginning to race as you start to think of this particular event that's coming up, and you know, maybe that conversation with a friend, or going to meet at your doctor's. And yeah, you might even find yourself wanting to catch your breath. And just taking this moment to reflect. Does it have a shape, what you're feeling? Is there a colour attached to it, or a colour around it? Okay. So just taking that time to really connect with some of what's showing up for you. And now what I want to do is really start working us towards this, helping to align towards this goal. So really calling in that goal. I am now ready to align to my strength. I am now ready to align to my strength. And this is the goal that we're all going to be working towards right now. Okay. So what I want to know is, what is the number one block to achieving this goal? What is the number one block to achieving this goal for this group? So straight away, I'm being directed to start having a look at these cards and starting to receive some of the messages around this. Because what we're doing is we're starting to spiral down into this energy that is what's blocking you from aligning to your strength, or this group to all your full strength. Because, you know, let's be honest, there are times when this is readily available to us. But right now, perhaps today, it's not that day. So what's the number one block for this group in being ready to align to your strength? Okay. So it's this card. I feel like we've got a really interesting card here. Mintercan. Longing for home. Belonging. The original light workers. So what instantly comes up for me when I'm starting to look at this card is that there's a lot of blue here, which starting getting the sense in terms of feeling that so blue relates to the throat chakra, and starting to get the sense that there's resistance around this area. This isn't very abundant with energy, which will be your expression this will be your expression center. So I feel like there's some blocks here to being able to express what it is that you want or need. And so when you're actually standing in your strength, when you're connected and fully aligned with your strength, that will be in so many ways. And one of the ways will be not only how you feel it, but also that you can express it. So let's start to have a little look at this card and see what it's starting to bring up. Because I've never heard this before. Transmission cards. 116. So just taking some time with this. So this is very much around water, which is very, very deep emotions. In traditional Chinese medicine, you've got the water element, which carries through very, very deep rooted fears and anxieties. And again, that would then tie in with this block around the throat area. And this card is really about longing for home and belonging. So at this moment in time, do you feel that you've got a strong sense of belonging? Can you connect with a place that, or people, or an environment that feels very safe to you? That feels like you are truly belong there, and therefore accepted for who you are, and maybe your ideas and thoughts and opinions around things? Or are you feeling like actually you're really struggling to feel like you belong? So this then starts to be, while I'm sensing it to be around your throat area, I'm also feeling something coming up in your heart and also in your root chakra. This is a real fundamental level around belonging. So starting to have a look into your root chakra. Where perhaps are you feeling unsafe? Where is it showing up that you don't feel like you belong right now? What does this mean to you? And how does this make you feel? And of course, this is a really fundamental energy that it's very difficult to feel in your power, to feel very strong and grounded when actually your foundation feels like you don't belong, and that you're not, that something's come in and disrupted that connection of belonging, of feeling safe, feeling like you're home. And I don't just mean in your physical home, but also in your emotional heart home. So what else is coming up? You know, this really does feel about a basic safety and security message. I'm really choosing now to choose a place where you feel most at home and where you can belong. So this is about choosing wisely the people that you hang around with, that you share and express what's going on for you, what's going on in your heart, in your mind, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, but doing it with people that you trust, and really helping to create that sense of belonging and that sense of home. So with these emotions that are coming up, what I want to do is take you through, let's start to see what's going to help support you with this right now, because this is a really deep session. This is a really deep emotion. So let's start to have a little look. So there's an essential oil that's come up by doTERRA, and it's called On Guard. And one of the things that really is present with On Guard is it's great for starting to create some boundaries. So what I would be suggesting is that this is now about protection, boundaries, and really starting to align that, you know. So where maybe you be feeling a little bit vulnerable, a little bit exposed, and where may you need to really smarten up your boundaries. So saying no to people, you know, especially when you don't want to be doing something. Being able to clearly express what you're able to give at what given point without overcommitting to things because you think that that's what you should be doing. So this is going to be all around, oh, I can really feel it now, all around your root chakra, which is right at the bottom of your space, sort of around your perineum, right at the bottom of your spine, sorry, around your perineum. And we're going to be working on this energetically for the moment in helping to clear these energetic blocks that are around there. So if you just take a nice deep breath in and out. And start to bring in know that you are protected. Know that you are safe. And you are strong. So as I'm working on me, I'm actually working on all of you who are watching this video. Now you may start to begin to feel. What I would invite you to do is just allow yourself to receive this healing. Allow yourself to receive this energy that's taking place right now. Good. Marvelous. Excellent. Okay, so it feels like there's been a really big shift. And again, we're talking energetically here. There feels like there's been this really big shift all around your root chakra. And what I would suggest is that there does really need to be this level of protection and boundaries that are going to help you to feel more safe. So therefore you can start to create a space in which you belong. You feel safer, and therefore you can belong. So I'm going to take you through a visualization, and I want you to join in with me. And by all means, if there's something else that comes up for you, allow yourself this time to bring that in, or ask any questions as we go through. Okay, so just taking a moment and taking some nice deep breaths in and out, and just have both your feet flat on the floor. And I want you to imagine that out the soles of your feet, you have these roots going down. And these roots are going to travel down from your feet, down through the crust of the earth, down through all the soil and all the rocks and all the different layers of the earth. And they're going to go right the way down into the center of the earth, which is where you've got this pool of molten lava. But for you, it's perfectly safe, but that's the absolute core energy of this earth. And I invite you to tap into this red lava that's there, filled with all of its grounding energy. And when you breathe in, I invite you to call this red. Imagine all the red light coming up through these roots, up through all of the roots as they travel, your roots as they travel through the earth, until you get to the soles of your feet. And now imagine that this red energy is going to come up through your left feet, through your calves, your shins, your knees, your thighs, your pelvis, and it's going to reside around your navel area. Feel that strength, feel that rootedness, feel that connection and grounding that's occurring from you being connected in with Mother Earth. And now I invite you to go to Father Sky, which is the furthest most part of the planet that you can imagine, or the galaxy. And you're going to imagine this light that is coming down. And this light comes down, it's a golden white warm light, and comes in from the sky down into your head. And it's going to fill up your head, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your chest, come down your torso till it meets it around your navel area. This connecting you in with the divine Father energy. So now you are not only grounded, but you are connected. And I want you to imagine that this pink and this white energy now begin to blend together. And as they blend and go through you and round within your body, mixing and swirling to create this beautiful pink. The pink is healing, it's nurturing, it's unconditional love. It's love in its purest form. And this pink begins to fill all of you out from your fingertips down to your toes. Your whole body becomes absolutely full of this beautiful, powerful pink healing energy. And then I want you to imagine that this is actually going to come out further than you. So you're going to end up almost inflating this pink outside of your physical body so that actually it surrounds you in a complete bubble. It's going to be about 1/2 meter above you, behind you, to the side of you, and underneath you. You are completely encapsulated in this pink lighted bubble. You know intrinsically that this becomes then something that protects you and you sit within. And you are in the center of this bubble that completely encapsulates you. You are completely held in and protected in unconditional love. And other people's ideas and opinions and energies cannot get in. This is something that they literally just bounce off of you. And you are also deeply connected through your roots to the center of the earth, and you're deeply connected to ideas and inspiration, to cosmic Google, as I like to call it. This is your safe space. This is your energy and your energy alone. Embrace it. How does this feel? So just take that moment right now. How do you feel encased in this protective bubble? Check in with your body. How's anything that was feeling really, how are you feeling now? So what does this mean to you that you're in this bubble? How does that help you feel when you start to think and really connect in with that sense of, I'm now ready to align to my strength. You know, I am in my protective bubble and I feel really grounded. And actually I feel this, you can see my grin, because I don't feel like I could almost be blown over by somebody else's energy or ideas. Actually, I feel very strong connection to myself. I feel very strong connection to my intuition. And with that, then I've got this almost energy rush. It's like I've just had a energy rush that's happened around my left side. It's all kind of up around here and my left arm. I feel this sense of joy and this freedom actually that's come in from being able to connect with really align to my strength. And I feel a calm and an ease actually. So when I begin to think even just about, you know, this morning's experience on the yoga mat or the challenges that I've got coming up around my yoga, actually, I feel like I can connect with an energy that tells me I can do it. I feel like I can connect with an energy that lets me know I've got this and that I'm not alone and that I'm supported. Maybe by friends, but that I'm supported by a stronger energy too, which comes from the earth and from cosmic Google. Yeah, feels powerful. How is this feeling for you? And I'm then checking in, and actually there's been a really big shift. My energy feels a lot lighter, a lot brighter. I've got more vibrancy. How about you? And even see it with how I'm talking with my hands. Yeah, I can feel my strength. Yeah, amazing. So please let me know how this was for you. I'd love to hear what shifts you've created with this. And it's over the coming days and weeks, you may need to come back to this and access and watch this video again and really realign with your strength. You may want to watch it again after this time, or you may tomorrow want to come back and look to align with your strength, especially if perhaps it's been quite wobbly of late, or you've got something big coming up that you really want to cement in and have that connection to your own internal strength source. So know that that's available to you. And also, how this may show up for you is sometimes you may find that you get off this call and you're like, yes, this is an action I want to take now. I'm going to go and phone that person right now. I'm going to go and book that appointment right now. Or maybe actually what will happen is that over the coming days, you get some new ideas and some new inspiration that comes in, that because you're now open to it, you'll actually be starting to receive this inspiration, these ideas that can help you to really continue to further strengthen and align with your own strength. And so I invite you to listen when that shows up, and just acknowledge that this is from the work that you've done on helping to really shift some of your blocks and align your energy. And by all means, message me and let me know how you go. I really look forward to hearing from you. Happy aligning. Bye.